What motivates certain men to choose female avatars in video games? They're pretty. Sometimes I prefer the female VOED. Mass Effect, Cyberpunk 2077. Sometimes I want to dress up all fancy, but have a hard time not making male models look bland, e.g. Skyrim. Sometimes I just like to release my inner evil queen, because video games are a chance to be something you're not. If you're playing an RPG, why not make a female character? The most basic answer is that some men just enjoy having the option to make the character they'll spend the most time looking at someone they're attracted to, especially if the game has character creation, meaning they can pick a design the most appealing to them. A secondary, but a bit more nuanced motivation is also just that if you play a lot of RPGs, or otherwise enjoy the element of really imagining what your character is like, how they'll react to certain scenarios, sometimes the character you'll want to create to fit the game setting or story may be female, since you're interested in creating a compelling character and not necessarily a self-insert. Your wording begs the question. You think we are making avatars. We are not. We are making characters. I like the fact that it deeply upsets certain people. I'm tired being a guy. I play characters. Some of them are male, some of them are female. Sometimes I think a female character just suits the story better. Because I don't think the character is me, I almost always imagine the character as a different person than me, even if it's male. I like looking at women and I like good feminine characters too. Don't see a single reason not to TBH, even if I get confused for a girl. It's mostly just people treating me a bit nicer. If they're third-person games, it gives something to look at. Because female characters are more beautiful than male characters. I mean, if you know the game Dofus, small French MMORPG known mostly in France, but also in neighbor countries, look at the Sadida class, between male and female Elmao. To undermine God's plan for us. It started with something to look at, then it turned into, oh shift, this armor would look both cute and intimidating if I dye the hair black, and now I can't go back. What motivates a person to buy a game where they get to live out a fantasy life completely different from the real world, as an escape from their day-to-day, and then decides to make their avatar match their real-life appearance? Being someone different, doing something different is kind of the point, no? It's like signing up for one of those living history reenactments of colonial days, then showing up in your sneakers and a hoodie. Smaller hitbox, try-hard look. So you have a nice butt to look at in third-person view. If I'm going to be jumping and grunting and staring at a butt the whole game, I'm happier to be a lady. Also, I like the agility, speed over strength, and that seems to be the balancing mechanism games use. I am a woman and choose a male avatar almost every time. Smaller body. Well, let's miss it. I want my daughter to be proud of her gender, and I choose a lot of female heroes just so she sees that it's cool to be a woman.